So in the previous video, we saw how to draw a polygon using Vulkan on Android. So in this video, we'll be plotting a line between 2 points on the Cartesian plane using the DDA line drawing algorithm. Okay, as I like to do, I first did this on desktop and then ported it to Android. So I'll first run the desktop version, so to just to show what we'll be plotting. So let me run the desktop code. Yeah, so this is what we'll be drawing. We'll be plotting that line and the x and y axis. Yeah. So let's see how to do this on Android. And as you can see here, we will be using the DDA algorithm to plot the line between these 2 points, -3, 4 and 5, -2. So the algorithm generates the points, starting with the first one. These are scaled to fit on the Vulkan coordinate system. I scaled them by dividing the generated points by 10. Yeah, so the points are generated, and then now we plot them. We plot that line by connecting each line. Okay, I'll go to the Android code. So since in the previous video I went deep into how to set up the graphics chain and the window and all that. Now I'll not go into those details, but just to see what we do different when drawing lines instead of drawing triangles. Yeah, so there are a few things that we need to, there are a few configurations that we need to change to be able to draw a line on Vulkan instead of polygons, triangles and such. So the first one that we need to look at is the polygon mode. When drawing the rectangles and the polygons, our mode was fill. Now we need to change the polygon mode to be able to draw lines, so the mode becomes line instead of fill. And then the other one is we are doing a line primitive. So initially we were drawing the figures using triangles. So our primitive topology was a triangle list, but now we have to make sure that this is line list to be able to plot lines, to draw lines, that is. So going back to where we actually now draw the line. So now these are the vertices. So we start by defining the vertices for the x-axis, which are basically these two vertices, from the top to the bottom. And then of course the x-axis the y-axis with the x coordinates of course remaining 0. Then we move from the left to the right, so we are able to plot that in a black color, 0, 0, 0 for black. Yeah. Now the other thing, now we have now generated the vertices for the x and y axis. The next step is to use the DDA algorithm to generate the vertices between the 2 points, and then now we'll come and plot them. So we are doing that in this function called create line vertices. So I jump to that. So this function creates line vertices using the DDA line drawing algorithm. Yeah, basically, which uses the change in x and the change in y to calculate the number of steps that we need to move as we draw the line. So we generate the points for each step, and we push them back to our vertices. Yeah. So going back here, now after we generate those vertices, those points, we store them in this DDA vertices variable. But to draw a line, we want the line to be continuous. So we'll be drawing a line from the first point to the subsequent point, and so on. So that's why we pass our vertices through this upper function here, which I just jumped to. Yeah, so basically what this does is that it loops through all those vertices which were generated using the DDA algorithm, and arranges them in pairs, puts them in pairs, such that the line is continuous. So the first pair will be the first vertex, and then the next one, and then the other pair. Now the next vertex becomes the first one in the next pair, and so on, so that the line is continuous. So that's what this function here does, basically. Yeah, and then after doing that, now we are able to plot it. So I'll connect my phone and run this. I'll just so I just run this on my Android phone, and it's launched, and you can see the y-axis and the x-axis plotted in black, and our line is plotted there. Yeah.